have kind of a isolated stack here in the middle. Very easy open side.
Yeah, we know Calvin Brown's going to be the big-time shooter. Stonehouse drawing that assignment right now. Labar inside, looking for Everest Shapiro. The West Coast import getting the goal.
And that's an inside shot. So when I explained it previously how the wind was going.
Wasn't sure if he was going to be suiting up, but late minute addition to the squad in terms of being able to dress here. Hammer finding Karklins. Karklins has a very open receiver. And that's Ty Barbieri.
Wow. I am a huge fan of Karklins. I watched a couple games of his. I find he is so consistent, and that's something.
Solomon Rushmeyer-Bailey finding Shapiro in the middle of the field. That throw's going to hang. Can Phil Turner get there? He cannot. A big jump from Matt Labar. And a little kick spike to celebrate that goal.
He pushed back against the ref, who initially called him out of bounds, or out of the end zone, I should say. And I agree with them up when they blasted some Bieber and some Carrie Underwood. There's nothing like hearing 15 guys scream, "Carved my name into his leather seats."
James Lewis left hand will get the goal. So it's been holds to start this matchup. Blasman throwing that one out for Lewis. Agami on the mark. Sometimes you see a double team, but it's going to be just a singular mark, and it's going to leave a very open Hammer. See the New York defense quite confused.
That was the best way anybody could ever play that zone.
This is a big red zone stand for both teams. We see Marty Gallant isolated at the front, getting the break. Blasman throwing his.
The New York Empire is playing some tight coverage.
And we saw this with the previous D-line offense where there was a little bit of confusion and they actually had to throw a high stall. This one looking for Calvin Huang. And another break for Toronto.
And so we don't have Sam Jonas on the field right now. He's a top blocker in the league. He has huge layouts. Oh, quite the catch here. New York Empire getting it done on offense.
Toronto content to kind of work on this close sideline right now as James Lewis gets it up the line past a very tough Antoine Davis.
It's quite the matchup. He makes you have to earn every single yard.
The clock counting down, and Gallant, did he get his foot in? He did. That's a huge score.
Twinkle toes Gallant. That was impressive. From here, it actually looked out of bounds. I don't know.
They still don't know it. Karklins inside to Blasman. Blasman does see Wilkie Lewis, so eventually his patience is rewarded.
I don't want to say I called that.
Axel Agami kind of moving to the left. This is an actual end zone set that we often see from the club team in New York Pony with 3 players in the back, and that's who's going to be found. It's Axel Agami getting hit by Calvin Brown. So a score from New York did leave. Finding Karklins. Karklins going with a full field hammer and picking it up off the turf and catching that one is Tom Blasman.
Ben Simmons trying to do a good job here, trying to get that D in the end zone. Trying to clamp down on the sideline.
Last time they did this, they didn't have a double mark. This time they do, but the hammer still goes out to Karklins. Yarder is going to eat the turf.
I feel like Tom Blasman has been watching some game tape. He knew what to expect. He's been throwing these very accurate hands.
As the defense chants rain down here from the stands of Varsity Stadium. Shapiro looking with a great shot to Matt Labar. That's a pretty throw.
He's pumped up for that one. He's trying to get his team into it. Poach in the open lane. New York Empire look unfazed.
Lefty throw from Randolph finding Calvin Brown. Segal was hunting in the area, but the Cal Poly Slow alum Calvin Brown up there and catches the goal.
Good heads-up defense.
Clock ticking down. Wilkie Lewis, Scoober finding Marty Gallant, and that was on Antoine Davis. So we talked about heads-up D, but Toronto up to it, getting a score with just that. Connor McHale not in attendance, playing a big invite tournament out in Europe right now with his club team Clapham. This throw hang up, Yacht versus Lloyd. Yacht gets the better of Lloyd there.
This matchup has been 10 years in the making.
It certainly has. Spinning around and Barbieri coming for an undercut.
We haven't talked about Barbieri a lot this game.
Karklands avoids the contact of May and Alati and will throw out a flick into the hands of Wilkie Lewis.
Yeah, as mentioned, Barbieri.
Wilkie has had Gallant with a couple steps on Randolph, but they're content to play possession here. Time ticking down to 5 minutes. As I say that, a hammer looking for James Lewis.
Glassman at this point is 3 for 1 on hammers.
Big around looking for Stonehouse. Appleton's hits Oscar Stonehouse, and he's fired up.
We just saw some expert masterclass on how to play some offense. If you saw the Toronto Rush come all the way down close to the
9 seconds. Fans are pumped up. 5 seconds remains, and that will do it. Toronto takes down the New York Empire by 2, 22-20. Their first victory over this New York squad since June 17th of 2018. Snapping a 7-game winning streak for the Empire. Wow.
Theo, we're just going to have to keep commentating every game going forward. I feel like it's just on us. We're the lucky, what is it, a rabbit tail?
If you're a Toronto fan, you're certainly happy of the result. New York, a great fight here.